Hello and welcome back to another video up on my channel. In today's video we're going to be discussing the best build to rock with this double XP weekend. But this build is going to show you guys how to maximize your XP while doing the most damage and having the most defense. But with all that being said, guys, let's hop right into the video. And then, for example, before we get into the build, here is how much XP and damage this weapon can do inside the raids. But now you guys will see we hit max XP while running this. 300,000 is the max, and it is not even double XP weekend. I am filming this on the 15th of April, so with this build you can get even more XP. So let's start off this video talking about how you can get 300,000 XP per encounter inside the raids. So every time you complete an encounter inside the raids with this build, you will get 300,000 XP. Maybe you guys don't know why you guys want a bunch of XP. Maybe you're like level 500 and you're like, I already have all the perk cards. Well, for leveling up the legendary perk cards, every 5 levels you get a perk pack. You can take that perk pack and open it, and then scrap all the perks inside of it to level up the legendary ones, which help you guys do more damage, have more perk cards, and everything in between like that. So it is very important to take full advantage of this event, guys. So now let's show you guys what the build is itself. These are the special points and where they all go into our build. And now let me show you guys what the build is itself with the perk cards. This is the perk cards that we will be using, and these are the legendaries that we will be using. So we have strength, perception, endurance, agility, luck, and intelligence. We're going to want all of these so we can be doing the most damage, have the most defense, along with getting the most XP. The reason why this is so good for XP is right here. The more intelligence we have, the more XP we will get by completing encounters, killing enemies, or completing quests. Really, anything that gives XP is based on your intelligence, along with a couple other buffs that we'll get into. But this is the main point right here. Another very important card while running around in or outside the raids is this, Inspirational. So we are going to want to run around with this alongside with Magnetic Personality. I will say, guys, if you guys do have a team set up, you can take out some of these and share them. So I could share this, and I could maybe get rid of Inspirational and put it in somewhere else. Well, my teammate could share Inspirational, and we could share these perks together. So keep that in note. If you guys have a team planned, you guys can do this. Also, if you're looking for a team, you can always join my Discord and ask if anybody wants to play in there. But alongside of that, we have some nice stuff to keep us alive like Ironclad, some stuff to help us do more damage like Deal Sealer or Enforcer, and just some nice overall stuff in here. Curator for our bobbleheads so they last twice as long, and our magazines so they also last twice as long. But now let me show you guys what the gun is that we will be running with this week. So the weapon that I will be using inside and outside of the raids is this, the V63 Laser Carbine. This is an amazing weapon to use because it is an energy weapon. With the Science perk card, you gain extra damage per intelligence slots you have. And because we are going to want a stupid amount of intelligence, our energy weapons are going to do a lot of damage. Along with this, I am going to have 2-shot, rapid, VATS optimized, and pinpointers. You guys might be wondering why I don't have 3-star intelligence right here. Well, let me show you guys real quick why. Well, this is the reason, because I am also going to be rocking with this weapon. This is an amazing weapon to be running just for the sole purpose of having a 3-star intelligence. So when I finish a segment of the raid, I will just take this out before it's quote unquote finishes, so I get the extra 3 intelligence. Now the other 2 legendaries do not matter on this. It is mainly for the intelligence. Plus, I do like to get the Ultrasight Plasma ammo because it is annoying to craft. So that is another reason why I like to take this out after we finish a segment of the raid. Well, if you guys don't want to have to do that, you can always just put this as a 3-star intelligence. I will just be using the other way around for my personal preference. But with that said, let's talk about the armor because the armor is one of the most important parts of this whole build. So the armor that I will be running with is the Brotherhood Steel Recon armor. If you guys missed your opportunity to get this, you can actually get this as of April 16th to the 20th. Minerva will be located at the White Springs Golf Course. So you guys can actually pick up these as a limited time event, so definitely don't miss out on this one. So the legendary effects that we will be rocking with inside of this build are Unyielding, Intelligence, Active, and Rangers. All of this put together will help us do more damage, have more AP, and give us a bunch of XP. The main 2 that we will focus on for this build is Unyielding and Intelligence. Like I said earlier, guys, the more intelligence that you guys have, the more XP you will get from anything. So what Unyielding does is it grants up to +3 to all special stats except for endurance when health is low. So that is +3 to each armor pieces that has Unyielding with a max of 5. So that is +15 intelligence and +15 charisma on top of the +2 per armor pieces that you guys use. So if you guys rock a full set of this, you guys can get 25 additional intelligence and 15 additional charisma. This will just help you guys get so much XP, well, whether you're doing raids or whether you're doing anything of the sorts. So without having any food buffs or camp buffs or chem buffs, we already have 47 intelligence and 20 charisma. We can get both of these up more determining on how much different food buffs and chem buffs and camp buffs we can take, which let's get into that right now. So now let's talk about the food buffs that will help you guys rank up super quickly. But first let's start talking about carnivore first. The first one on the list for carnivore is broiled scorched beast brains, which will give you plus 7.5 intelligence for 30 minutes. And then for our XP buff, we are going to want to take tasty squirrel stew, which gives us plus 25 XP bonus. This is an amazing one if you guys are carnivore. It is so good. So these are the food buffs that you guys are going to want to take if you are a herbivore. First up, we have brain bombs. This will give you a plus 7.5 intelligence. Super useful as herbivore. And for the XP buff, cranberry relish will give you a plus 25 XP buff. These are the 2 that you guys are going to want to use to boost your intelligence and your XP boost. And then if you guys are herbivore or carnivore, it does not matter. You are going to want to have the Mothman Egg Omelet for the plus 5 charisma boost. This is going to help the inspirational perk card for getting more XP. So definitely take all of these food buffs determining on whether if you are herbivore or carnivore. But now let's get into the camp buffs themselves. So now moving on to our camp buffs that you guys are going to want to use. First off, a derby machine. If you just use this, your intelligence will go up by 2 for 30 minutes. If you guys sleep in a bed as well, you should get the well-rested perk buff, which gives you 5% XP boost for 1 hour. Also note guys, if you do happen to die, you will have to reapply this, so use that information willingly. I know that people die inside the raid, so maybe this is one that you want to skip over. But then lastly, we have the Sacred Mothman Tome, which by reading this, it will give you a 5% XP buff for 1 hour. This is gotten from the Mothman event. If you go to a lot of different people's camps, you should be able to find this. Now for the serums that we will be using, we have Adrenal Reaction, Bird Bones, Carnivore, Eagle Eye, Egghead, Herd Mentality, Marsupial, Scaly Skin, Speed Demon. You guys can see for Marsupial, it has a -1 intelligence. If you guys want to negate this, all you have to do is take another Marsupial and this will negate the defect for 1 hour if you guys want to maximize your intelligence. But for our bobblehead that we will be using the leader bobblehead, which also gives a +5 intelligence boost for 1 hour, 2 hours if you have the perk card on. This is a very amazing one that you guys can use and find a guaranteed location in Skyline Valley. For the magazine that we will be using is Live and Love 8, which will give a +5% boost to your XP while in a team for 30 minutes, 1 hour with the special card on, like the other one. This is another amazing one just to maximize your XP. It is a bit harder to find, but if you guys just look up some magazine locations, you guys should be able to find it. But the thing that is necessary to make this build perfect is this right here, the lunchbox. If you guys pop 4 of these bad boys, you will get double XP on top of everything else. So it is basically like a 4 times buff with double XP weekend, but you cannot have more than 4. 4 is the max. You can have 1, 2, 3, or 4. If you pop 5, that 5th one does nothing, and you are just wasting it, just so you guys know. But definitely use these this weekend. And lastly, we will be taking Berry Mentats for the sole purpose of the +5 intelligence buff that it gives. This is a almost needed thing to take because like I said guys, we are going to want to have the most intelligence possible. And with this, it will help us immensely to get more XP and hit the cap. But now that we are full buffed, you can see we are up to 67 intelligence and 33 charisma. By having these two along with our lunch boxes and all of our other XP buffs, we are going to be able to hit the max very easily, to the point where you guys could maybe take a couple points off of intelligence and maybe charisma because we are just not going to need it, because you cannot get over 300,000 inside the raids. It is not necessarily necessary to have this much on. So it's not even double XP weekend, but this will show you how good this build is with how much XP we get by completing different stages inside of the raids. So just by completing the last stage full buffed, not double XP weekend, we almost hit the cap with this build. It is incredibly overpowered for XP. But with all that being said guys, I think that's where we're gonna leave it on this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I very much so do appreciate all of the views and all of the support on these videos. It does mean so much to me. If you guys don't have a team for this weekend's double XP, you can always hop in the Discord and build a team around there. We do have a lot of people in the Discord, and if you do, you can just join in there. It is going to be linked in the description. But yeah guys, I know I will be grinding this double XP weekend to just get so much more levels inside and outside the raids. It's going to be a fun one. But yeah, I hope everybody has an amazing weekend and has all the luck they can. I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace out everybody!